Hello, everyone. This is Hugh Smith, former executive director of the FirstTee-Phoenix. Sorry again, I'm not able to be there with all of you, but excited to share myself via this video. And so when I think of my time with the FirstTee there, I have a lot of real positive memories, a lot of positive energy about my time there. Starting with a chapter that was relatively small within the FirstTee network, and then with the support of the Phoenix Thunderbirds, the board, the Phoenix Open, the Waste Management Phoenix Open, all of our members, like all of you, volunteers, we grew to be one of the largest chapters that ever existed within the FirstTee. At one point, we were the largest chapter, which was kind of cool. Not that that matters, but that was probably one of the real highlights I remember of being there, was growing the chapter together, and then achieving that status, as a team. That was a really cool moment. And all the real positive memories around some of the members, who were involved with the FirstTee. I was just sharing a story about young Timmy Briones, who I met, who just waxed me on my first time meeting him and putting with him down at the old South Mountain facility. He beat me as a gentleman, I'll say. I came out thinking I'm this, really good player, and I'm going to show this young kid a thing or two. And it was the total opposite, But I think that was what the FirstTee was all about, and why the FirstTee was so special to me. We were teaching young people all of those character traits, which are really important for society, really instilling values in these young people that will hopefully carry them through their golf career, their school career, into life and beyond, and being productive young people. And so I definitely miss that. Here I'm now with Youth on Course, which is a strong partner of the FirstTee. And so I'm glad that I'm still in this space, helping to make the game of golf more affordable and accessible. But I feel like, organizations like the FirstTee are doing all the right things to be proactive in the community, engaging with individuals who otherwise wouldn't have that experience if it weren't for the FirstTee. And so those are things that really excite me about when I think about the FirstTee, when I think about the FirstTee-Phoenix, and when I think about all those outcomes that we had. A couple other things that come to mind is, as we grew, we were fortunate to connect with golf course owner operators who really believed in the FirstTee and believed in what we were doing in that community building around the game of golf. And, Bob McNichols and Longbow, right there in the beginning, as we were growing, were right there in lockstep with us. And so definitely want to thank Bob, his team at Longbow, first class. The chapter has grown, but I'm happy to hear that those roots haven't changed. Those roots are strong, within our partnering program locations like Longbow. Bob is a true friend of the game, and I'm glad that he has seen that long-term impact through partnering with organizations like the FirstTee, and also with Youth on Course, honestly. And so again, I'm sorry I'm not able to be there with all of you. I do make visits to Arizona pretty often, so hopefully I'll see one or all of you on another trip. But thank you for believing in the FirstTee. Thank you for supporting the FirstTee-Phoenix, the staff, and if there are other ways for you to give back, please try to find a way to do that. Visiting with the staff, it sounds like things are continuing to grow, continuing to foster, which is really exciting. And so, I'm glad that I was part of that first little kind of kickoff way back when. So thank you for all you do, and hope to see you next time. So thanks again.